This instructional guide will support our students and families to successfully choose their subjects on EDVAL web choices. How do you log into EDVAL web choices? You do so by going to the website that is listed there. Each student will be emailed a link to this website plus their own unique code that gives them entry to their course selection form. These student unique codes are essential for entry to do their subject choices. Please do not delete the email. When you enter the EDVAL web choices website, you get to a page where you can log in. In the middle box where it says enter web code is where our students put their unique code. Then you'd enter on your keyboard to sign in. If you do lose your email and you haven't got your unique code, you can get a new code by clicking the forget web code ? You enter your school email address and a new code will be emailed to you. The next step's really easy. It's at the top of the screen. You'll have the elective choices there and you'll have click here. Just click that box and that will immediately take you in to your course selection form for your year level. If you're in the senior pathways of year 11 and 12, you do have another step after this, which is to choose your pathway. So you'll either choose by clicking VCE or VCAL, and then that goes into your course selection form. As you enter your form, please make sure you do the following. Firstly, read the rules and notes before you start. Make sure you put your electives in a preferential order, meaning the ones you want to do most first. Make sure your entry on EDVAL web choices matches the course selection form that you submit to your care group teacher. And lastly, print or email yourself a copy of your subject choices from the EDVAL web choices. We're just going to quickly go through each form to show people what it looks like before you start. The Year 8 form, these students get one elective choice and they have to choose 6 backups. There are 10 subjects they can choose from for this year level. They also have a choice of what LOTE they'll do, but that gets done on their course selection form and doesn't get done on EDVAL web choices. You drop down the menu and the subjects will show up. You choose the subject you want. It will show a fee and how many units. That means how many semesters it goes for. So a core subject will go for 2 units because it goes in each subject, and elective will go for 1 unit because it will go for 1 semester. At the end, you'll see a total of how many units and how many dollars of fees you've accrued through your selections. When you're done, you hit submit. The Year 9 form has all the core subjects listed on there. When you go to your core English and Maths, you'll have a choice between English 9 and English 9 ACE. Those students in our ACE program will choose the ACE option. Those students who aren't in the ACE program choose the Core 9 option. If you choose to do Japanese, that will go into the space where elective 1 is, and then you won't be putting in elective 5 because Japanese goes for a full year, not just 1 semester. All other electives go for 1 semester and can be put in for those 5 boxes if you're not doing Japanese. Make sure you choose 4 backups, again, in preferential order of what you most want to do to least what to do. Clicking submit will put the form through. The Year 10 form looks similar to our Year 9 form. You have your core subjects. You can choose in the Year 10 form early access subjects. Please make sure that if you're choosing early access subjects that you have booked an interview with our course counsellors, and the other one that needs an interview is the VET selections. Put in your core first, then put in your electives. If you want VET, it goes in elective 1, and like with Year 9, if you're doing VET, you don't do an elective 4 because VET goes for a whole year. For those people who aren't choosing VET or an early access, you would put in 4 elective choices of your choice there with 4 backups. Once it's finished, hit the submit button and then you can check it before you hit send. The Year 11 form is a little bit different. You choose your English that you would like to do. If you're choosing to do maths, you would put your maths in where elective 1 is. If you're not doing maths, it becomes a different choice. If you're doing vet, it goes in elective 2. Then you have free choice for the remainder of your subjects. You would choose 3 reserve subjects, and we are expecting all of our Year 10s going to Year 11 to book an interview with their course counsellors. Our Year 12 form shouldn't be too hard to fill in. They started by doing a survey and care group recently. Those people who are making substantial changes will be spoken to and parents will be called. Doing their form should be very similar to Year 11 because we don't see a lot of change between Year 11 and Year 12. As always, enter your English and then do your electives or subjects you'd like to do in preferential order, then hit submit. At Year 11 and 12, with your VCAL option, you would enter the VCAL pathway, as I showed you earlier, and you would drop down the menu and hit 11 VCAL or 12 VCAL, then hit submit. You don't choose subjects because their pathways have core subjects that align with the VCAL program. When you hit submit, you come to this page. This outlines everything that you've chosen, all the fees that have been charged, and the units that your student will do. Double check this against your course selection form and then print or email it to yourself for your records. When you email to yourself, you'll get a box like the top left-hand corner. You would put your email into the optional email and then send it to yourself. I've just put the course selection form to the right-hand side. Just to reinforce, it's really important the bottom section that's identified here is signed by both the student and parent and returned to the care group teacher. This signifies to us that you're, number one, aware of what they've chosen, but also that there are fees associated with that. And it also means we have a record of what you chose before it went on EDVAL. Just finally, the due dates for our EDVAL entry is September 10. Up until that point, parents and students can make edits to the subjects. After that point, if you want to edit your subjects, it needs to be done through the school by contacting your student advocate or sub-school leader. The course selection forms are due by September 14 in your care group. Please make sure you meet these deadlines.